Okay, so it is 3:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I've been watching some more videos. Y'all know I love YouTube. I love the video watching, and I like that commercial. Side note: I like the commercial where she goes, the guy's outside in his new Camry, and he's like, "I'm here," and she's like, "Are you playing games? Cause I'm not into games. I'm all about the bingo, but I don't play games." Um, I've watched several of the 2006 political debates online tonight. I've watched several people talk about gay marriage. I've watched people talk about the FMA, Federal Marriage Act. I've watched people talk about yes, people talk about no. People everywhere on all different points of view. And one thing kept coming up over and over and over again. And that one thing was the threat to marriage, the threat to traditional marriage, the threat to traditional values. What's the threat? What threat are you guys referring to? What threat are you talking about? What threat is there? If I want to marry another man, where's the problem in that? Are people now? One guy, I should have wrote all these names down, but there was a guy on some news channel named Vor Vanderhoof or something, and he kept saying the word threat, threat, children, children, threat, threat, children. But he never mentioned what the threat was. And I think the problem with this is that everybody wants to turn it either religious, or they want to turn it tradition, or they want to turn it this way or that way. You, a pancake is a pancake. An orange is an orange. Marriage is marriage. And Barack Obama was in his debate was talking about how he doesn't agree with gay marriage. Give the man points. He tried, but he does believe that we should have certain or some rights equivalent to straight marriage. Well, the problem with that some is the fact that there are literally hundreds of rights that married couples have that we have the right to. But I'm getting off topic. The threat. The threat to our marriage, the threat to our children. To imply a threat means that we plan as a community to take something away from your marriage. That's not going to happen at all. If you are gay and you get married, it's the same if you're straight and get married, okay? Just because we're allowed to get married doesn't mean it's going to take anything away from your marriage. Doesn't stop you from getting married. Doesn't stop you from having children. It doesn't stop you from doing anything that you're used to doing. And this ludicrous idea that gay marriage is detrimental to children. Now, I'm going to be honest. Gay marriage and children, gay couples raising children, is not something that I have ever been subjected to until recently. I've never known a gay person to have children, and that children in a gay relationship. I know gay people who have children when they used to be straight and they didn't realize what they were or couldn't come out, but gay couples having kids. Um, it's nothing I've been subjected to. I came out of the closet when I was 20 years old. I went to a club the first time when I was 21. Um, I've grown up with people my age in the gay community, and I know older people. I know younger people. I have never met, until recently, a couple that has children. But I'm going to use that couple, and he knows, the one partner knows. I always do this in my debates because I am now their biggest fans. I plan on making a trip to Myrtle Beach and doing a huge professional documentary about their family. It's going to be called The New American Family because that's what they are. Johnny is 32, I think, years old. He owns a business. He owns a house that the poor guy is driving himself nuts painting. His partner, Randall, has a job. I don't know what it is because I thought it was a hairdresser, but I think I'm wrong. I think he just does hair, but I don't know if he's an actual hairdresser or not. But and even if he does, he is not the stereotypical hairdresser. I've heard his voice. He does not sound like a female. No, it's nothing like that. But Johnny and Randall have been together for 6 years this weekend. Congratulations, guys. Way to go. Um, and they have three beautiful, I mean, beautiful children. And not the four-legged kind either. They have a 10-year-old son, an 8-year-old son, and an 18-month-old daughter. I won't mention their names like I used to because I think that's unfair to the kids, you know. Um, but I'm concerned because Johnny is I don't know Randall. Randall, I'm sorry. I love you just because you are who you are, but I don't know you. And until I talk to you, get to know you, spend time with you, although I have heard that you and I are big Christmas nuts, so I'm going to have to come up there next Christmas and do some shopping with you. I don't know. So I have to go with what I know of Johnny, because Johnny and I have talked a lot. Johnny is an amazing character. He is a wonderful person. And on top of all of this, on top of everything, he is an amazing father. I wish that I could have some of the memories of my father the way that his children are going to have memories of him. Um, and it is amazing to see them interact on video because they do a little band thing on here. If you've heard me talking about the Burning Skulls, that's them. Um, it is amazing to see Johnny interact with his kids. It is amazing to see the smile in his face, you know, when he talks about his kids, you know, or the way that he gets excited when, you know, last weekend for Easter, Lauren kept, his daughter, I said her name, oh well, she's 18 months, kept putting a bucket on her head. And the fact that that made Johnny's entire weekend. Not the Easter egg hunting, not the burlap sack race with the boys, nothing made Johnny's weekend more than taking pictures of his daughter putting a great big purple bucket on her head. Where's the threat? Where is the threat? There are children all over this country whose fathers rape them, whose mothers beat them, who have alcoholic parents, who are neglected, rejected, unloved, uncared for, get put in foster homes or orphanages or aborted. Where is the threat to those three kids that Johnny and Randall have? What what's what terrible terrible thing could possibly happen to those three children other than losing Johnny or Randall? I want to know what can happen. I want to know from all you right winged or whatever wing. I'm not very political, and I'm having debates or benefits coming up. I'm trying to get political, so I'm learning and I'm reading and I'm watching. But what, whoever you are, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Christian, non-Christian, atheist, what could possibly threaten those three children except the loss of Randall and Johnny? What detrimental, life-altering, non-rearing thing are they going to have? They have two loving parents. Johnny and Randall can teach their children anything that a man and a woman could teach, that a single mother could teach, that a single father could teach. There is nothing that those children will ever want for in their life. Okay? Johnny doesn't let them play video games. He makes them get outside and do things. You know, not saying names. The 8-year-old son likes to ride his bike. The 10-year-old loves to play his drums. I mean, where's the threat? I want an answer to this question. Where is the threat? Because as of right now, from what I see, the only threat that could ever happen to those three children is for an act of God or a government law taking their parents away from them. Because regardless of not whether or not the 10-year-old understands, which I'm sure he does, because he calls Johnny Johnny, not Dad. He knows. I'll continue in another video because this is about to end.